So I gotta be really honest with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This film is just absolutely...
Shut up and sit down.
Yo, what's good, it's your boy Reviews, and I'll keep this review spoiler free. I just got out of the theatre, and what's this movie all about? Well, trying to keep it spoiler free, Doctor Strange is in the Multiverse of Madness, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. Directed by Sam Raimi, and acts as the 28th film in the MCU. Now, going into this film, I tried avoiding as many of the trailers as possible, so I went into this film more or less blind, not really knowing the entire plot or who was going to appear in it. And I think that absolutely helps with my enjoyment of the film. And let's talk about the good of this film. And yeah, I think out of all the MCU movies, this is possibly the darkest, goriest, and most horrifying MCU film out of all of them. I know it's a PG-13 movie, and the MCU doesn't really dive deep into this style of genre. It still gives you all the stuff you love about the MCU. You love your little quips, your little jokes, the action, the fights are all there. But they do add in a lot of horror elements to this film. You get a little bit of Evil Dead in this film, a little bit of the Poltergeist, which I kind of wasn't expecting, and to be honest with you, I was absolutely enjoying it. I think Wanda absolutely stole the movie for me. Elizabeth Olsen, possibly her best role in any MCU thing she's done. Just the way she interacts with certain characters and the things she does. And this film has a lot of really cool, trippy, weird visual effects sequences and just really cool action fights that I haven't really seen in any MCU movie before. But with that out of the way, let's talk about the mixed aspects of the film. And I do feel like you must lower your expectations on the whole multiverse concept. Some stuff does happen in this film, but not to the extent that you're expecting. So I recommend lower it, but there are a few surprises and it's definitely worth it. But with that out of the way, let's talk about the bad. And unfortunately, I will admit that some of the plot points were a little bit exposition-y. A lot of characters explaining and over-explaining things just so that the viewers can sort of catch up with what the whole concept of the multiverse is and why certain people are doing what they're doing. Because of that, there are some parts which feel kind of rushed and probably could have benefited from an extra 10 or 20 minutes. I also feel like out of all the MCU movies, this is the one film where you must watch previous MCU properties, particularly WandaVision, the first Doctor Strange film, just because there's a few callbacks to both WandaVision and Doctor Strange, and of course Endgame as well. So if you go into this film not seeing any of those films, you're gonna be kind of confused, but you'll still have fun watching it. Overall, this is a real treat for the MCU. I really had a ball watching it. Sam Raimi is a phenomenal director and I love his style. I also love the Danny Elfman music playing in the background. Such a nice score. It felt like a Tim Burton film at times with his music playing. So overall, I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10 and a B+. Go check it out. I highly recommend it. But tell me in the comments down below if you guys are going to check this film out. Like, share this video, subscribe for more MCU movie reviews. But with that said, thank you for watching. And as always, a Baldy Review signing out.